Hi, and welcome to my 5-minute Fire Mage class guide. The combat style of the Mage is a spell slinger with some procs and dot management. They have a powerful mobility spell in the form of Blink. They excel at both single, target, and AoE. They are fairly gear dependent and see high levels of improvement with crit. They are low complexity to learn. Raid buffs and debuffs play a big part in Wrath. Let's see what the Fire Mage brings. They bring an intellect buff in the form of Arcane Intellect, which is better than Warlock's Fell Intelligence. They bring spell crit chance in the form of the talent Improved Scorch, but Warlocks will apply this as part of their normal rotation. They also bring the single target buff Focus Magic, which is often traded with another mage or given to a balanced druid. One of the weaknesses of Fire Mage is that they don't bring many support abilities to the raid, and mostly rely on their personal DPS to bring value to their team. Let's see some of the utility Fire Mages do bring. They bring CC in the form of Frost Nova, Polymorph, and Kona Cold. They bring free food and water with Conjure Refreshments, a Magic Purge with Spell Steal, and although not exactly a support spell, a well-timed Ice Block can relieve some pressure off your healers. Did I mention that Ice Block is now a baseline mage spell? Fire Mages have a very simple priority list. You keep Scorch up on the target if there are no Warlocks in the group. You use every proc of Hot Streak on instant cast Pyroblasts. You keep Living Bomb up on the target at all times, but never refreshing it before its final tick of damage, and you fill by casting Fireball. Okay, now let's put it all together. Now before I even start combat, you have to ensure that you have both your buffs up, Molten Armor and Arcane Intellect. Now we begin our opener. I'm starting with a Scorch since there is no Warlock in the group with me and I want to get that crit buff as soon as possible. Some alternative openers are Living Bomb and the risky but high damage pre-cast Pyroblast opener. A lot happens here, so I've slowed down the footage. After Scorch finishes, I pop a Living Bomb on the target. I then immediately pop Combustion and my on-use trinket using a macro. In a real raid, you're going to have to use your best discretion on when to use Combustion. Oftentimes it's best to get as many combustions in as possible, so using it early would be good. Other times it's better to hold your combustion for big trinket procs. You'll notice there that I didn't immediately cancel my Fireball cast to use my Hot Streak proc. If you get a Hot Streak proc during a cast, let the cast finish and use the proc immediately after the cast. The same goes for Living Bomb. If a Living Bomb ever detonates during a Fireball cast, do not cancel the Fireball cast, but instead immediately refresh the Living Bomb after the cast has finished. One cooldown I neglected to mention in the opener is Mirror Images. Mirror Images can be used in conjunction with Combustion. That's it for the single target rotation. Now let's look at the AoE rotation. The AoE rotation for the Fire Mage consists of getting Living Bombs up on every target that will live long enough for them to detonate, and then casting a rank 9 Flame Strike, followed by a rank 8 Flame Strike. The flame patches on the ground stack if they're different ranks. Don't be afraid to spam Arcane Explosion if you need to move while AoEing the mobs, and use Kona Cold if the mobs need to be slowed. If you have a priority target, you can use your Hot Streak procs on that target. One big tip to maximize damage is to always be casting. A way to help move while never stopping casts is to move on your Hot Streak proc GCD like in the clip here. You can also move on Living Bomb refreshes. If you must move and you don't have one of these available, make sure you do some damage with instant cast spells like Fire Blast or Ice Lance. As a bonus, here's Frostfire Bolt Mage. Its rotation is the same as the other build, just replace Fireball with Frostfire Bolt. It also gains the CD Icy Veins. Here is the macro for that. Here's the talents with Torment the Weak Fire and Frostfire Bolt Fire. Okay, thanks, bye.